Hi friends, my name is Mystery. I'm 33 years old and I live out of my converted van. And in this channel, I'm going to be talking a little bit about my life's journey and some of my adventures as a traveler, nomad, and musician. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like videos like this, please hit the like button and subscribe. I make new videos every Tuesday. And today I'm going to be talking about a bit of a hot topic issue within the van dwelling community, which is whether or not van dwellers are a burden to society. Right now it's August and it's definitely hot where I'm at here in California. And I'm currently house sitting and watching a house for my friend while he goes and visits his family members. And I'm going to show you a little bit of my surroundings and the plants that I'm taking care of. I'm parked here in the driveway. And here is my van. I'm stepping out. I have dragon fruits that I've been watering. And we've got a whole gang of tulasi or holy basil. And I've been taking care of these little guys. I had a bit of bad luck with some of these with my overwatering, but overall they're doing pretty good. We have a bit of a powdery mildew infestation with some of the flowers, but I got some organic spray for that, so hopefully they recover. And I've just been taking care of the house and also keeping the lawn watered and doing some yard work as well. So to answer my question, no, I don't think that van dwellers are a burden to society by any means. I don't think houseless people are a burden to society. I don't think anyone simply existing is a burden to society. I think the only way that you can be a burden to society is when you begin to impede others' ability to exist, when you exploit others, when you tell people that they don't have the right to exist on this earth just like we all do. So on that level, no, I don't think anyone is a burden to society, except maybe billionaires. I pay my taxes just like everyone else. I went to liberal arts school and I was the first person in my family to go to college, really. And well, my cousins were able to go. So I guess that's not true. But the first person like in generations within my immediate family to go to college. And I, love music, and I chose to get a liberal arts degree from a liberal arts college and studied performing arts, music, and like art history, media, and culture. And as far as finding a job which aligns with those things, I think that they're out there, but I've basically made my way cobbling together any type of income that I could. So as far as living in the van, I've worked as a hostess at a restaurant. That was my most recent job, as a hostess at a restaurant, at a very popular restaurant chain. And I also, what else did I do? I taught yoga and held sound baths twice a week. On top of that, I worked at a kids camp where we taught yoga, mindfulness, and meditation to kids. And I've been able to do a lot of other things as well. My main gig in the van has definitely been house sitting and pet sitting, gardening, you name it. I've done it. I've helped with eco construction. and building. So I've found a number of different ways to um, create sources of income for myself and also to improve my skills and help my community. And what I've found from living in a van is that when you have a reduced pressure of paying rent, I think so many people in the US spend 30 to 50% of their income like on rent. I would say on average. That's I would have to like find a specific number, but I think it's like in my experience, it's at least been half of my paycheck, and that goes just to rent, just to exist and just to be. And when you're someone who aspires towards a more contemplative life, it doesn't really leave you very much time to yourself. And I know that that's a matter of self-discipline as well. But I've found that having more resources to spend on myself that aren't being wasted on rent, and also more time, I've been able to contribute more to my community. I've been able to volunteer my time. I've been able to feed people. I've been able to also pursue passions without having to worry about money. And that's been really, really big. As someone who's an artist, a creative, and someone who's interested in things that might not pay as well, having that freedom and that space has created so much room in my life. Like the past couple of years, I've been able to study yoga and also study the healing arts of the Philippines. Like all of these things that I don't think would have been possible if I was stuck paying rent in New York City the way that I was living in the time I was living before van life. So in my life before van life, when I was working full time as a bar back, that would not have been possible for me to afford to come to California, study, and sublet my apartment. That just would not have been feasible for me. And I'm so grateful for this lifestyle, which has given me that flexibility and that freedom. And what I found is that living in a van, I've been encouraged to become more of a participant in my community. When I had originally thought that being in a van would lead to a sense of hyper independence, it actually had quite the opposite effect. I felt more compelled to become part of the fabric of different communities because I needed people. I needed to build those relationships where I could have a place to stay when it was too hot for me to be in my van. And in exchange, I could cook or help someone with their garden or help my friend watch her dog while she travels, and park up in the driveway for the winter. And I've been able to meet a lot of wonderful people that have opened their homes up to me, that have helped me by letting me watch their house when they're on vacation, letting me watch their pets. And that's been such a beautiful experience because I don't think I would have been as open to those things if I was living in your conventional sticks and bricks and simply interacting with people that I was interacting with on a day-to-day basis. I learned a lot of this from traveling, doing solo travel, and also traveling with my friend for a while in 2020. You really, really have to build those relationships. You can't just go through this life isolating yourself and using money as a wall between you and everyone around you. So that's simply my perspective. And I feel really grateful for the amazing relationships that I've been able to build. I'm really grateful for my friends that have let me stay in their driveways and their families that have let me stay in their driveways. Like, I stayed with my friend's grandmother one time, and I really think that meant a lot to her. Like, I don't think she has that many people around her. So it's really been amazing to be able to, yeah, become more open to the world. And I've even opened up a lot. Like, I feel like before I would be a little bit more cagey with strangers, and I still am. It really depends on the energy that I'm being approached with. But now, like, nowadays, like, if a stranger, especially if it's another van lifer, van dweller, if I'm getting the vibe is fine and they're curious or excited about my van, I feel a lot more open, and that's a pretty big deal because I consider myself a little bit shy and introverted and a little bit cagey. So that's been really beautiful. And yeah, I don't think that simply existing and not hurting anyone makes you a burden to society. I think that's ridiculous. Like, a burden to who? And a burden to this economic machinery that's ready to chew you up and spit you out, you know? So, does it make you a burden to people that want to exploit you for your labor and, benefit from the fact that you have no other choice and you have to have a roof over your head and you have to feed your kids? Like, I don't think that I'm a burden to anyone. I think that it's really beautiful to be here, and I tried to leave every place that I go to better than I found it. And that's not to say that, everyone that lives this lifestyle is like me, but I do think that the majority of people um, have kindness in their hearts. And I think that living in this way can be scary, but it really opens you up to see like the best in people. And I'm really grateful for that. So if you've watched this video, thank you so much for being here. If you can, give me a like and hit subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll see you again next Tuesday. Have a beautiful week.